What's happening? Today I'm going to show you guys what I do to practice sitting with Emmett, because it's something that we have to practice with every day because of his cerebral palsy. He doesn't have the ability to sit on his own yet. So I'm going to show you what I do every day, typically to warm him up before I put him in the stander, but it's just sitting practice, basic sitting practice. He is 2 years old and then some. He is not sitting on his own yet, so we have to practice. But I'll show you what I do, and yeah, if you have a kid with cerebral palsy, maybe some of this will be helpful to you too. If not, hopefully it's entertaining at the same time because he is super funny and excited and in a great mood today. So let's carry on with this. Oh my gosh, crazy. Oh, and just so you're aware, I actually have a mirror set up on the floor, and that's basically how I see like how he's sitting and how he looks and whatnot, because he does face away from me when I practice sitting. So that's what we do. Let's carry on. He has a spit up issue, so I have to, every like position change from flat laying down to sitting up has to be taken very easy, and I kind of have to like burp him every time I sit him up just to make sure that it doesn't cause any reflux, because yeah, I've explained it before. I'll give a brief explanation what he has going on. Basically, that little where the stomach connects to the esophagus at the very bottom, like right where they connect, it's supposed to be real tight. His is like dilated, and it's been that way for a long time because of the spit up issue. So it's a whole lot easier for things to come up. So I have to keep that in mind whenever I sit him up. You ready? And I'll sit him on my lap first. Got any air in there? There it is. Feel better? Oh, another one. That it? Up. Ah, good job. I'll tip him back just for a second so he's good. And then we're good. That's what we do. And I'll let him sit in between my legs for a little bit first. And while we do this, it's just to get him used to being upright. And then eventually I'll move my legs out of the way and start using his arms to support himself. And because he, like right now, his head is leaning up against my chest for balance, because that makes it easier for him. So I'll lean back and put it all on him. And when it's all on him, he focuses a lot better, and he actually uses his right arm a lot more, which his right hand is usually in a fist all the time. So seeing him use that for balance is really good, and he's excited right now. So this might be an interesting. What do you think? I'll show you his arms while we do this. I like to move this out of the way, even though he does do pretty good of it with it in the middle, but like right now, he's not touching me at all. This is all him. And he is sitting on his own. It's when he starts getting excited and crazy and he starts throwing his head around like this that he loses it. So I just gotta basically bring him back to where he was, and hopefully he straightens out this arm. Oh. Yeah, he's excited. On his own. Oh. And this is what we do. We just continue this for a little while, and then after a certain amount of time, I'm like, okay, we're good. And then I'll put his braces on, his AFOs, his ankle braces. These things, I put these on, and we get in the stander. But I will move the camera back a little bit so you can see his whole body, and we'll just continue this for a little bit. And the whole thing is to try and get him to use his arms to help hold himself up. But he needs more practice with his trunk support. That's a lot of it too, and he's still figuring that out. But he does really good with the right arm. When he's like this, he locks it out, as you can see, which is really good too. He keeps throwing himself back because he's trying to find me. Yeah, I know. He's like, where's my support? And today, he's not doing it very long. But other days, he'll do it for a really long time, and on those days, I get my phone out and start timing it, because his therapists want to know when he does it for a long period of time, and he's done it for over a minute before, which is insane for him. But today, I can already tell it's not going to be one of those days. He's definitely not going to be doing it for a minute straight. I'll help him too, put his arm down. Sometimes that'll help him. And I can already tell after I put it down, he locked it out, and it wasn't locked out when I got it. Why are you grabbing me? Why are you grabbing me? It's okay. He's getting a little bit frustrated, so this will be a brief one today. But I just want to show you guys what I do to help him try to practice sitting. It's all in the trunk and the arms, and for him right now, he needs to work on the trunk more, but if I can get him to hold his head a little bit more still, that would help a lot. But he's been on go mode all this morning, so I'm sure that's going to be the case all day. He's just in a great mood today. Typically, he needs to be a little bit more mellow to sit for a little bit longer, but that's basically what I do. It's a lot in the trunk. He needs a lot more trunk support to be able to do this on his own. But getting him to practice, I mean, I'm sure you could see when he's doing it. He's moving around a lot. picking, straightening his back and then arching it over. He's definitely figuring it out, but it's a work in progress. Still something he's not quite there yet, but he'll be there soon enough. I mean, with anything in life, you got to repeat it over and over and over to get better at it. So that's what we do. Got to put the AFOs on and his awesome little shoes, and we're gonna get in the stand. I was gonna vlog today, but I think I'm just gonna call it here because this is a legit video, and if it helps somebody else out, like the video, comment if you want to know anything else. There's a lot of other stuff that we have to practice with him every single day, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next video.